Welcome to Simulated Mind as we celebrate the 1.0 launch of Blacksmith Simulator. Today, as of the day of the release of this video, this game has been fully released. Now, it's surprising considering the fact that so many simulator games nowadays go into early access first and then eventually into a 1.0 state, whether that's a few months to several years. But this, as you can see here, is 1.0 for Blacksmith Simulator. But how good of a game is it? Well, let's dive in and find out for ourselves. Also, if you are intrigued on more information about this game, feel free to check out the link in the description section of this video, as well as you saw on the menu, there is a Discord you can hop into as well. Greetings and welcome to the Blacksmith Simulator tutorial. You are a dwarven blacksmith living on a hill, making your living by forging swords. This tutorial will guide you through the basics. Alright, so here we are. And just to let you know, the settings are actually set pretty low. The game runs just fine on high settings on my computer, but when I start recording, the recording itself looks like a PowerPoint presentation. I have a very good system, so I'm not exactly sure what it is about some of these games. I would imagine it has to do with optimization in some form or fashion. But yeah, just as an FYI, we might see a little bit of stuttering or a little bit of frame dropping, but for the most part it should hopefully run at least better than it was. And again, this isn't the highest settings by any means, so again, you can jump in and experience it for yourself, just as an FYI. Alright, so we've done our WAS tutorial. Now we have our first customer. Hello, sir.
Fury Tavi Pelu Kibble.
Right back at you. One copper short sword with short guard handle and pommel.
Fury Tavi Pelu Kibble.
Oh, even opened my own chest for me. Why, thank you. Oop. Yeah, that's weird. When I was running this before, it froze at that point too. Now, I'm actually recording this a day before release, so it could be that there is a patch or a hotfix that comes out to sort of fix some of the optimization things. So far, it's not terrible, but just as an FYI, if we come across anything, it's good to note. All right, so let's see if we can go to the well first. Usually, you have to grab the copper ingot, put it on the furnace. I want to see if I can actually get the water we need first. Yes, cool. And what I like is that there are different areas, there are different things to do. There's mining, there's, of course, the forging itself. You can kind of travel around. There's a beach area that you can travel around on and stuff. And then there's also just different things to upgrade, which help enhance your overall experience, which is pretty neat. All right, so let's get the ingot. Place that there. Into the furnace. So is the temperature good? Oh, it's overheated now. Okay. So, okay, we click on the bucket to cool it down. There we go. Perfect heat. Let's get out of this. Workpiece is too hot. There we go. Right mouse button tongs. Grab that. Put that on the anvil. Short sword. Minigame galore. Boom. Want to make sure we're quick enough where it stays hot. Because, of course, a cooled down piece of metal is not going to be malleable enough. Grab it. So, temper it in the oil. have to get used to some of the mechanics here because it's very mouse heavy, actually, which I'm quite surprised on. It's not a bad thing. It's just different from what I'm used to. So wait, is the blade good? Or yes? Okay, vice. Okay, so we need to buy the pommel, the short guard, and all that. All right, perfect. So we can get out of that. Swing by the merchant at the beach. Time to work on our tan. Let's see. Well, what the heck are you? I think you're trying to rob me. I don't trust you at all. Creeper. Well, waterfall. I think I saw beach over here, actually. Yeah, mine and beach. Here we go. So that's the merchant there, but I'm curious.
Daro duna kuro vire. Daro ke
Metals and
refenamilda.
ores. Okay. So we can sell this guy metals and ores, evidently, too. Oh, okay, so we pay gold to unlock. Very cool. Good to know. You look like something on a Lord of the Rings. Oh, and there's even a hunting. Hunting over here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, lots of variety.
Doro su. No la pelu.
Alright, so we need a short handle. Then a guard. Oh, everything is locked here. There we go. Short guard. Short guard for the short king, because I am a dwarf. Short pommel. Purchase.
Luna miko. Nola.
Use it wisely. I will try. Alright, so pretty much everything is a minigame. One fashion or another. Enter the grindstone. So left mouse button, there we go. Place that. Enter. It's interesting seeing so many... let's see. Spin, grindstone, rotate. There we go. It's interesting seeing so many fantasy-inspired sim games. It's cool, though. I'm a huge fan of the fantasy genre, so... I'm not complaining. There we go. Store is now complete. Store in the box. Finish your first order. You have met the order requirements. Not bad. I'll take it. 72%. Okay. Enjoy. Have fun. You know, I feel like for a dwarf, we're pretty big.
Fury tavi pelu kivil.
We went from copper, now we're going to iron. We still have the short guard, handle, and pommel.
Daros meizara sile.
So now this is where it's going to teach us about mining. Oh dear. Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi. Can I mount you? Are you mountable? Aha. Ride you into battle? No? Okay. Find iron ore and dig it. Can you dig it? Oh, that's gotta be dangerous. Alright. We are dwarf. Thermometer? Point thermometer at metal to check its temperature. Oh. Sword. There we go. Aha. Alright, so we need to make an ingot out of the ore. Or what? I have no idea. Melter mode. Ooh, actually, we should get water. Leave station. I like how you can upgrade all the different stations. That's pretty nice. Is that rogue over there still? Creeping. Okay, so with this, very mouse heavy, so that's to click to lower. I'm so used to using like shortcut buttons like an F or an E or something like that. Raise the temperature, it's not hot enough yet. Oh, there we go. Sorry, my bad. Underheated. Come on, there we go. Nice. Uh-oh. Pull it down. Dang it. It like overheated after the fact. It closed up. It was like, yeah, you know, you're good. I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh. Alright, so I want that. Place an ore in the bowl. Yeah, I'm trying to get the ore that we currently have. Leave station. Have to. There we go. Oh, workpiece is swap fair. There we go. There we go. Forge iron into a blade at the anvil. And F. There we go. Yeah, the stuff you do is actually fairly easy. It's just getting used to it. It's slightly different from a lot of the Sims that I've fallen into. So very mouse heavy, which is not a bad thing. And it's just like, just trying to get like the right angle on it so that way you're not interacting with the station but with the item or vice versa. Pull the blade down. Let's go to the oil. Are we not? Oh, that's right, because we're out of the tutorial phase now. Now we have to unlock certain stations, too. Alright, so now we need to go down to the merchant. Yeah, I gotta get used to the right-click being the wheel. Usually with a lot of these games, whether it's RPGs or sim games, usually it's like tab or it's Q, for example, so it's something to get used to when it comes to having the wheel on the right button of the mouse. Pull the blade down. Well, if it just sits there, is it going to be fine? It says it's underheated too, which is weird, because it's just like, well, if it's underheated, isn't it cooled down? Maybe not, though. My mount! I will. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Hold on. Oh, wow, that was depressing. I'm so sorry. What do we do? What do we do? Can we not do anything with it? Tongs? No? I was hoping we could pick up the meat and sell it, but... Whale? Crap.
Firi Tavizara.
Right back at you, bud.
Doro Su. Nola Pelu.
Alright, so we have the items for this sword. And, yep, in the vise. Still says it needs to be cooled down. Okay, well... It says it's too hoppy, then it says it's also underheated, so it's strange. Okay, there we go. What just happened? My character just started ducking and kept walking in place, and now I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Okay, what can I do to get me out of this? I am stuck. And there's no unstuck feature. I didn't do anything either. I was just walking up to this thing, placing the sword, and it broke my character. Okay, so I saved the game, exited out, entered back in, and it didn't save me in the right spot. Now we have to do the iron section all over again. Okay, well, I will say, you know, do keep in mind that this game is, well, at least this build is being sent to me prior, so a day before the actual launch day of this video and of the game. Though, I will say so far, the game is feeling very much like an early access game, even though it says it's version 1.0. There are just things that I feel like are missing that aren't quite there yet. Also, there are some things with optimization, and then, of course, bugs like getting stuck on the environment and things like that. Now, that not to say either that a hotfix or patch can't come after release. There are plenty of times where developers will wait until a release in order to then put out a patch to fix a lot of the things that they noticed, but it was just too soon to release date. And either them or the publisher decided, let's just push this out, then we'll push out a patch. You know, no matter how you feel about that, that is just a process that tends to happen. So we'll see what happens in the next few days as well. Alright, so that means that we have to mine again. So let me pause and do all that again, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we grabbed the ore. Even though it said grab an ingot, we still have to grab the ore to get the ingot. Also, I noticed this. There are some environment issues, so... Really, I only highlight that just because it can be a little concerning of, you know, falling through the world. And then you're stuck, right? Or you have to restart, and then from there you lose progress, so just something to keep in mind as well as for the developer to note. Alright, so we put that there. We need water.
Firi Tavi Pelu Kivil.
Why do all the monks want weapons? What is going on at the church? Wait, what? Oh, they don't even give you the well at the very beginning after the tutorial? Oh my goodness. It's like they show you all these tools and then they take them all away, which is a bit of a bummer. Especially something as simple as a well and like an oil barrel. I don't understand why that's an unlock. That seems very strange. It's like, I like the concepts of the game. I think it's neat, and I think it's great to have a blacksmithing game. We could definitely use more of them. But, yeah, this just doesn't feel like it's 1.0 yet, for sure. Yeah, it was overheated, but there's nothing we could do about it. Okay, so let's grab the tongs. The tongs and the bones. Nope, over here. I'm jumping ahead. Seriously? What? How is it too cold all of a sudden? It was overheated metal. Okay. Able to do it fine before. There does seem to be a delay, though, to keep in mind, by the way. The heat here in comparison to the heat on the actual metal. I do like seeing this process, like stuff being hammered on. Hopefully that's correct. I actually didn't pay attention to the metal, now that I think about it, so we could have grabbed copper by accident. Let's see. Cancel. So what is incomplete about it? Is it the metal? Did I screw up on the metal ore? Because we had to... It is, because we placed a copper sword. Oh, I grabbed copper by accident. Yeah, you're iron. Oh, no. Okay, well... Oh, but you need long guard handle pump. Of, Jesus, of course. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have paid attention, but after the game bugged out and I had to redo what I just did, it threw me off, so... Alright, let me pause again, and we will get through this. Ooh, it's snowing, by the way. I like the fact that we're seeing different environmental effects, so that's cool. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, so I grabbed an iron ingot, and again, that was my fault. I completely screwed up just because of the fact, again, I was completely thrown off by having to restart what I already did. So we made a copper sword instead of a iron sword with the short pommel, short handle, hilt, everything. So I got the iron, and this sword we can't do anything with right now unless someone else asks for it. Yeah, this guy wants a copper with long sword, short guard handle, and pommel. So they want a long sword with short guard handle, pommel. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, you're a new person. Hold on. Okay, so you're a new person, and this should work for you, actually. Are you kidding me? So we accepted the task, and then the dude just left. Wow, that's really infuriating. Also, it says to cool down the blade. But the problem is that we're out of water, and we can't get to the well. We can't use the well because we have to unlock it now that we're out of the tutorial. So, like, there's just a lot of things that feel a bit borked at the very beginning. You don't have any tools that you need, and so you have to sit here and wait. Like, I have to wait for this thing to cool down, which takes forever. And we can't get something simple as water to cool it down. And even if you accept a job, people can just walk off, so then you've spent all this time doing that job rather than getting a bunch of customers in, because they keep coming in. So it doesn't feel like a good system currently at play here. It feels like this should be early access, and they should give it time to figure out balancing for customers and how that system works. They should figure out new NPCs besides just the same monk over and over and over again. It feels like there are things that need to be optimized. The environment needs to be worked on a bit more to make sure that it avoids you falling through it or being able to see through it. So, yeah, there are just things here that just don't make sense or just don't feel quite done yet. And then the game will just kind of freeze like that. So I like the concepts. I think the concepts are cool, but I think it needs to launch in early access, not in 1.0. And I think it needs more time to bake. With player feedback, sure, that's great. But I definitely think it needs more time to bake. Because this just feels kind of janky, kind of frustrating a little bit. It's not terrible. Like, the interactions with things are not terrible. But they could definitely be refined.
Luna Miko Sileno.
Yeah, we're still waiting on this blade to cool down. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can actually assemble it. So let's see if we can assemble this. I think the person that wanted this, though, left. Which is also the infuriating thing. So now we'll have two swords that we can't do anything with. And we actually lost reputation. Like, what?
Daros Nezara Sile.
Alright, so I think I've experienced enough of this game already. I don't know. I'm feeling quite underwhelmed in comparison to what this could be. And again, it just feels like this game still needs a fair amount of work to it. It has an interesting concept for sure, but it needs more work. It needs more variety. It needs things to be, simple things to be unlocked at the very beginning so you can keep moving so you're not just standing there doing nothing. So you don't feel like you're constantly at a loss because you're losing reputation, because you're losing customers. You've put all this money into sword and you've put all this time into a sword, missed out on customers only then to have them walk away. It doesn't feel very rewarding. So with that, I would say it needs more time. It needs to bake longer. It needs to be forged, heated in the forge and everything for longer, and then see what happens with it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I know this isn't the only blacksmithing game, so if you'd like to see other blacksmithing games, let me know as well, and I'd love to jump onto those too. But thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in the next video.